It's the start of a brand new survival series. Let's go! So, as you do in the beginning, we're gonna concentrate and try to go over a few things, how the series is gonna work and where it's going and what pace is gonna go at because I don't like the first episode to be like, oh, I'm gonna do 100 days or my perfect start or anything like that because it's too much. It's like build up 100 farms in the first episode or mega starter base and sorting system and stuff like that. No, it's not it. I wanna go back to the old times where let's play instead of meaning. You would play and build a farm by farm, project by project, take it slow, enjoy your time, decorate and stuff like that. But anyways, it's gonna be something like that. But we're still gonna get stuff done and move forward. But it's gonna be scaled up, right? So we're gonna have some small farms and some big farms. But we're gonna just today for the start because I'm new to this and I wanted to do this for a long time. The first episode, so I'm just gonna do I don't know, like maybe a starter house and maybe get some villagers and get geared up. And the next episode we're gonna build farms and everything. So today I think just a villager breeder, some basic enchantments, maybe and go mining of course, set up resources and stuff like that. So we can start building farms in the next episode, like maybe an iron farm and stuff like that. But it just occurred to me that I kind of skipped the most important part, right? So, this is a nice little sea, I guess. Nice pond. Kind of actually kind of dig this. I have distance horizon, so where it loads, we should see all the biomes. There's like jungle there, savanna there. There's probably some some spruce there, which is really nice. But anyway, so my name is Jack, and it's my first time doing this, so I apologize if it kind of sucks. But I wanted to do this for a long time, and I finally kind of decided to do it, right? And I'm actually not this soul, but just kind of suits my personality, this thing, I guess. But okay, so guess we started. Still don't know what actually don't know really what to talk about, I guess. Since the first episode and stuff. I actually realized this right there. Is that another one right there really good? So we are set for food and villagers. It's amazing. Great spawn actually. Really great spawn. But I'm gonna raid this village. Probably head to the cafe and stuff like that, get some food. And a bed of course, yep. So it's like but yeah, uh a lot there's a lot of inspiration from like Tito and the Thundercraft guys. Been watching them playing Minecraft for like this came out basically, so it's like what 12, 13 years or more. I don't know how long it's been out. But you know, kinda enjoy it always, the creativity and stuff. Kind of always been my outlet, whatever I did in life, with music or general work, physical work, whatever, I would always come back to Minecraft and just create stuff. Although I do have to mention I am more of kind of a redstone guy, so building is a challenge. But this series is gonna have both, of course. Like it's logical. But I kind of wanna use this series to improve upon building, right? And kind of do both, I guess. I wanna incorporate like giant redstone farms and just kind of make them. For example, I don't know how to describe this, but later down the line in a few episodes like this, a giant like iron industrial farm is gonna make like I don't know shulkers upon shulkers of iron in an hour. Those kind of farms and that I wanna decorate them with like giant buildings and districts and stuff like that. maybe in the future we'll do a perimeter and stuff like that. But you know, the perimeters are a lot of work, and I never really timed them. So we'll see what it turns out to be like. But step by step. So I'm actually gonna go a bit further away, I guess, from oh, nice. From this place because if I'm underground and the mobs do spawn, it's going to be a problem because zombies are going to infect all the villagers and then they're going to burn. Then I can basically. So kind of wanna let's see, let's explore a bit. Just try to find a little place to. I'll come back for the don't worry about it. I just don't need anymore. I can stack. So I actually kinda so there's a village there and there's a village here. I kinda wanna set up my house beside the house like right in the middle. That won't be too bad, right? Don't mind that one bit. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stats I guess in these videos. Maybe a time lapse here and there, but yeah, as I told you, it's my first video, so hopefully hopefully it doesn't turn out that bad. Because I really do enjoy the game and I really, really, really do wanna keep playing it. And these videos are actually more of this is like Medica by the way. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use it for farms and stuff later down the line, so okay, just ignore this I guess. But well, this place seems as good as any to just set up for the time being, but yeah, I'm doing this series mostly for, I guess, me, because I had world before where, you would get a world, you would play for it in it for a couple of weeks, I guess, or months or whatever. But I actually wanna do this world. It's gonna be my forever. All the thumbnails and stuff on YouTube right now perfect start to my character series, stuff like that. Yeah, it's slowly bloated. But yeah, I want to keep this world for a longest while. But uh, yeah, I'm gonna do videos essentially and stuff like that to keep track. I can always go back and revisit stuff I built through videos if something happens to the world and stuff like that. Kind of the whole point of it, why I'm doing this. But yeah, so we're gonna grab a pick and the basic stuff. Try to find some stone and maybe even a small little cave. Cows are very good there. Really good. Sheep as well. Gonna make plans for those guys later. But yeah, as I said, it's gonna I don't know. My thing was always kinda go through the early game not as fast as possible, I'm not gonna rush the elytra and stuff like that. But I am gonna like build a breeder and get some villagers because I really do want to cook and fortune and stuff like that. So it makes mining easier, I guess. And slowly but gradually we're gonna go into the nether, the end, get an elytra, and as I said, project by project is gonna get bigger and bigger. So great plans for this series. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh, because I don't know the big projects like ginormous iron farms, gunpowder farms, paper farms, I guess, and stuff like that. I always enjoyed building. So you know, uh, it's gonna get crazy, I guess. really crazy, really slow pacely, but gonna get crazy. And I hope you guys are gonna get to be there and stick with me through it, I guess. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. But so now I'm just gonna go, I guess, get some iron and maybe diamond and stuff like that, spend some time in the caves. I am going to record this, so I don't know if it's gonna be a time lapse or maybe a series of quick cuts when I find something, but I won't gap around here for I don't know how long, 2 hours, 3 hours, no point in editing that and stuff like that. So I'm gonna basically essentially just mine and clip what happens when I find diamonds and ores and stuff like that. And then I'll meet you guys when I have the stuff basically for the start, and we'll go exploring a little bit because I do wanna grab growth, to be honest, and jungle reeds, lines and stuff like that. So, you know, not too bad. But I think it's in our area anyway, so it's gonna be too difficult. But I'm gonna need a lot of fruits for the starting base again, for the starter house, and yes, these. I do have a design in mind, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in after that, yes. We gathered all the resources, which is amazing. Took me about like, I don't know, 2, 3 hours, I guess. But I was really chill with it, like listening to music and farming those trees behind there. The pain. The bamboo here is because you need to make a lot of steps and stuff, and it's really easy to farm. In the future, we're gonna make a bamboo farm. One of the best wood to just make chest hoppers and stuff like that. But now we're gonna make start a house, I guess a hut or a cabin, whatever you want to call it. Little cute and has about like 10 chests in it just for the start, and then later on we're gonna make a really cool storage system with the bulk storage and sorting every item and stuff like that. It's just like amazing. I really love storage tech. If you can tell. But enough rambling. I'm gonna go and do the house like right there. Right here. And it's gonna be probably just a time lapse with some music. It won't take long. It's not really that big of a house. So let's go. So guys, it's done. It's done. The slow review. Boom! I really actually love this place. It's really cute. For some reason, I guess it's the green and the brown reminds me of Select. But I do like it. It's very cozy. It's cute. So I went with the trapdoors here as a part of the wall, but it can also be used as a window. But I just kind of suited it to give it a dimension to the wall, I guess. Again, I'm not that great in building, but I do try. So the back is pretty similar, just some barrels, I guess, for kind of storage, stuff like that. But what I did with the roof, it's just some leaves. I suck at building roofs, by the way. But this is my kind of yes, get out of jail free card, I guess. But it's fun. It's very fun. It looks really good, and I just slapped some foliage around, greens, vines, bamboo. I kind of could use some flowers here instead of bamboo, but I really like bamboo. And then on the inside, spoilers, I'm gonna show you these guys. Love these guys. Best, one of the best updates actually in the game. They're amazing. So yeah, this is the inside, a bit of carpet, bed, and lanterns. I am going to put some flower pots like around here to make it a bit more cozy. But yeah, these are the chests for the beginnings. Like this is gonna be all stones, ores, dirt, wood, and stuff like that. These are my furnaces. And that's it, right? Kinda the whole point is being a starter house, right? A starter cabin. And yeah, gonna be just like that. And we have to move all the stuff in there and kind of get it sorted. But I'm thinking now that we have that, it's gonna be a lot easier to be safer, first of all, and the second of all, it's gonna be easier to put the materials away and do the next thing and finally get geared up because look at these things. Look at my tools. Horrible. So basic. And if you wonder how I got this, it's just for the I did it because I have a village here. So it was kind of no point in going to go mining without a fortune pick, right? It's counterintuitive because you spend 2 hours mining and just get like a take 2 stacks of iron and stuff like that, maybe 5, 6 diamonds. This way, I just went here to the village. Took me like maybe an hour or so, but fortune 3 guy, and I have one more guy that's a Fletcher. He basically just he sells he buys sticks for yeah, right here. Sticks for emeralds. That's basically it. I just got the fortune. Make my life easier, but right now I'm thinking since we have the starter build right there. I was thinking like right next to it, I wanna do maybe a mini trading hall just for the basic tools, right? So mending, unbreaking, efficiency and stuff like that. Um, maybe like 10, 15 villagers, something like that, not too fancy or smancy. But I also do need a villager breeders because next episode we're gonna be building an iron farm, which is get paid for. I'm gonna want iron because I'm sick of mining. I died 2 times by the way, mining for like 3 times, which sucked. Barely got my stuff back, but yeah. So I'm thinking like maybe put this terrain a bit back and plop it like right here. It's gonna be very similar to this, almost the same, like the style, but just bigger. And I do wanna keep this style for the beginning if I can because I think it looks so cool. But yeah, so I think now we clear up some of this terrain and we start building the building and the breeder and stuff like that. We have to move the villagers. Oh god, moving villagers is the worst thing ever. But yeah, that's up next. Really, guys, we finished it. As I said, it's basically the same style as that one, but I don't slow these styles too much. I think the whole starter area here is gonna be built in that style, maybe with the variations and stuff. But yeah, really, really do like it. Planting some weed, right here and around, what it looks like on the old side. But I didn't remove the mountain here, the mound or whatever you want to call it, the patch, because I kind of like when it's sitting up next to it, gives it more, I guess, I don't know, foundation. But yeah, from the fields and wheat and oil, and it's empty. With a little fill it up, which we're gonna build next religious breeder, so you can fill this place up and get geared up. But basically, so with the 7 spots, right? I'm gonna be putting Fletchers here, and then librarians on the wall here, and then the rest of the space I can put like for clerics. I can put an armsmith and the guy that made the tools. What's it called? I don't know. I forgot. Toolsmith, I guess. Blacksmith. Blacksmith. Yeah. So I'm gonna put him there because they are gonna give me diamond tools for emerald, which is basically I don't have to go mining again. But yeah, so Fletchers to make diamonds, librarians, and the rest of the guys there's plenty of room. So I made it this big so I can fill it up with masons later and stuff like that. But I really, really like this floor design. It's nothing new, but it looks so good. So good. It reminds me so much of the place where I grew up. But anyway, so I don't jabber much longer. I am going to build a breeder, I guess, like maybe like right here. Because it's well going to be one of those simple breeders that's like 2x2 or something like that. Build together now. Because I don't need nothing, like I don't need an automatic breeder with the farm and stuff like that. Because I'm start way. I'm going to breed a manually fill that up and that's basically it. So it's going to be like a little 5x5, I guess, right here. And the reason I'm building it right here is because I want to kind of build this area up. So I want to put a big dock here, probably with an iron farm on it, and then like a bamboo and sugarcane farm somewhere over there, maybe expand in that direction or that direction. You need to pick a place basically. There's gonna be like a small village that is connected and stuff like that, so you can walk around, feel aesthetics, put some cotton trees around, bamboo and stuff like that. So that's kind of the vision. But yeah, the next step is the after this we need to fill it up. So a village builder right there. So let's go. Yahtzee done. Told you. 5x5, nice little simple cut. Reminds me a lot of the witch cut, to be honest, but kind of villages and witches are kind of one and the same, so I guess nah, I think it's villages. But with the leads and the boats, now it's gonna be much easier. Anyway, yeah, so this is the entrance. I should probably put the door here. Yep, they go there. You throw bread here or whatever, they pick it up and they breathe, and the babies go down there. And when you need a villager, after they breed, they're gonna stack up down there. When you need a villager, for example, I'm gonna need to fill that whole place up. I'm just gonna come here, press the button, and the villager pops up. And so all I have to do is connect these rails into there, and that's it. And it makes my life a whole lot easier. Just moving villagers and breeding them. That's why I made it. And this will eventually be filled up with minecarts. And there's just a copper line going down there into a dispenser, as you can see. Just filling it up, and then these are just as simple as the signal. Just go pop, and there it is. Like imagine it's gonna be everything in there, of course. Uh, but the thing is, so minecarts, when I move them in here, I do want them to stay in minecarts because it makes it a lot easier to work with them, and you can stare them like boom, boom, boom. If they were without minecarts, you would have to go for one here, a pillar here, and another one here. So you lose the space and everything. And this way, they just kind of stack all together, nice and neatly, and give you a lot more room. And I'm going to need a lot of fletches, to be honest, because I need a lot of emeralds for the books and stuff like that. But luckily, it's planted all these bamboo, so that's a lot of sticks that we can trade. So that's nice and easy. But now comes the hard part. So I don't know what to do here, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna yet again time lapse me bring the villagers over here, then tell you how it's gonna work, or just talking through it. Just like talk through it is gonna take a long time. So I think it's just gonna be a time lapse or a cut. Just you know, bringing them here, and then I'll show you how it works and how we're gonna move them and where we're gonna put them and all that good stuff. So that's I'll be right back. So yeah, move those guys right with boats. It didn't take a long time moving them here. It took a long time to get one guy in here. The first one just kind of got there in there because it was night and he just went to bed. But the other guy gave it trouble. Suck. Yeah, that's the light. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how this works basically. So you just come up here with either bread, potatoes, beetroot, food in general, I think, and just well, they take it, and then I mean, I feel like a creep just looking at them, but I'm gonna give them most like that. Oh, so far. Alright, suck it is. Take it. Don't tell me. Oh, Jesus. Maintenance time. Yeah, this is just an easy way to get in, I guess. This is pretty cool. Let's take my bread. Oh, still, I want more villagers. Bam. Yep, he took my bread. And now they're gonna make the baby. Yes, make a baby. I will watch you. So yeah. So oh, they already did. So the baby's here, and when we push the button, with the minecart in there, we're just gonna plop the baby out here, or the girl. We're gonna wait for them to grow. But essentially, they're gonna come up here, going to go in there, and that's it. So that's how the breeder works. Pretty cool. And if I need more variety, okay, here I guess I don't need a giant farm for it. But now, what I'm gonna do is I guess I'm gonna set up the fletchers first. But this process is gonna take a bit of time because you need to wait for them to grow up and then to move them in there. So I think I'm just gonna do do it and just tell a clip that's like really mega fast because there's no point. It's gonna take you like few hours to get all the trades and all the fetches and everything in there, and for them to breed. So mega speedy time left with a few minutes maybe. I hope so to get them in there, and then we can do another trade up with them for the enchantments. And then what I'll do is get gear up together with you guys. That sounds that sounds pretty great. Yeah. So let's go. Let's set up a raid. God, we finally did it. Took so long. My old wines grew so much. All the weight I covered so many times. I don't want to even talk about how many trees I cut down. Spruce. The bamboo didn't quite do the job. It was not enough, so I just cut around big spruce trees. I got some leftovers here that's gonna be for the iron farm later. But yeah, this small breeder did a good job. At one point, I had to replace one of the villagers because he was behaving like a dummy. So let's see. Oh yeah, so I got just basic stuff. I didn't go overboard. I didn't need aquafinities and stuff like that, restoration, that's feather falling. And I still need to make a silk touch pick that can wait. But yeah, more or less everything I need. So let's see how I set it up. So here are my emerald makers. I trade sticks for emeralds. See, I basically mastered them all. And then here are all the enchantments. So sharpness, silk touch, blah 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 blah. Then later down the line, I'm gonna get name tags from these guys again for the iron farm, and let's. It's pretty cool. Uh, this guy just he sells metal chatting airports. He sells a lot of good stuff. I think I'm just gonna even put more clerics in here later. So like the kill Paul Row because the rest of I don't want to go mining again. I can get really a lot from these guys. And these guys I haven't leveled up yet, but this was gonna give me sword, and this was gonna give me tools. So later down the line, and I may have I'll think about it, but maybe a bit more farmers because this guy sells me golden carrots, food, and I can make emeralds from this. So yeah, it's more or less it, right? Oh, this has been a journey. Well, our first episode, guys, but we did it. We did it. It took a bit of time, but it would have taken a lot more if I don't understand the route with mining and everything. But yeah, so in total we got three builds down and we got geared up, which is actually really, really good. And this place is starting to feel really, really cozy. So in the next episode, we're gonna do more or less three or four more builds, maybe out there, and a dock here with the iron farm, of course. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Helps me grow, help the algorithm, help the people find me. I know it's not the best first episode, but I'm trying. I promise it's gonna get better. And in the next episode, we're gonna do the iron farm first, definitely. Most definitely. I'm sick of mining. So, see you guys in the next episode.